Hey, it's Kim Commando Today, your daily podcast to keep you up to date with all things digital and beyond. And I'd love to have you be a part of our podcast. You can make an appointment to speak with me. Just head over to commando.com, and on the top right, there's a button that says Email Kim. Fill that out, and that's it. You know, people just don't want them. I mean, I don't want them. Google Glass, I'm talking about. It just failed. I did try Snapchat's glasses. You know, they failed too. And now Meta, yes, formerly known as Facebook, they're actually coming out with their own AR glasses. They say a pair of phone-paired smart glasses nicknamed Hypernova is going to show notifications through a small display, and we expect the glasses to be here in 2024. Now, Zuckerberg sees them as crucial, and he wants these AR glasses he says, to represent an iPhone moment for Meta. An iPhone moment is a launch that just shakes up the industry and then redefines a company. So think about these glasses and Facebook, now Meta. Okay, they would see and track everything that you see, everything that you touch, everything that you do. But Meta is a good name for Zuckerberg's company when you think about it. Why? Because he never met a company he wouldn't sell your data to. And you see, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, just an example of all the fun that we have here week after week as we talk about living the best digital life ever. That's right. You can find the Kim Commando Show streaming in your favorite radio app, and you can find us on over 425 top stations. And you can also get us as a podcast, a webcast, whenever you want, 24/7 over at getkim.com. And of course, you can hear us on the American Forces Network Radio. I love this. And a special thank you goes out to all of our servicemen and women in the Army, the Marines, the Navy, the Air Force, the Coast Guard, and the Space Force who are protecting our great nation. We really appreciate all of you here at the Kim Commando Show. And our T-Mobile Unlimited listener line is now open at 1-888-825-5254 is the way to join us. And I'd like to thank Angie for helping to make the show possible. Angie's List, now Angie, makes it easier than ever to care for your home. Just open the Angie app or visit online to cross things off your to-do list in just a few taps. So you can download the free Angie mobile app today or visit Angie.com. That's ANGI.com, Angie.com. All right, let's start this hour with 5 things you need to know about consumer tech that's going to keep you up to date, make a difference in how you use your devices, what you buy, what you sell, what you spend your money on. And then there's also how you spend your money. Amazon wants you to do something totally different. They don't want you to go to the store anymore and pull out your credit card and then put it right into the machine, or even if you are using mobile apps like Apple Wallet or Google Pay, Samsung Pay, and you just have to tap your phone, which I think is just amazing technology. Amazon wants you to wave your hand over a palm reading scanner. And then there's also another way that people are going to be paying for things in the future. It's invasive. It's a tiny $300 microchip that's implanted in your hand. Yes, that's what I said, a $300 microchip that's implanted in your hand. It's a Polish-British company called Waltmore. Now, once implanted, you transfer funds into a digital wallet app. Then you're all set to buy goods at most businesses around the world simply by holding your hand over a typical payment card reader. So you don't have to take your phone anymore. You just put your hand right there. Wow. The new chip, they say, is popular, already having been purchased by 200 people. It's only available right now in the UK, Switzerland, and countries in the EU, the European Union. Even if you check that box, you still have to travel to Poland to actually get the procedure to implant this microchip into your hand. It's about the size of a grain of rice. They say it takes 25 minutes to get in there to be painless. My pro tip, I wouldn't be the first one to get it. I think we need to wait for this. And according to surgeons, implanting something into a person's hand without making it hurt, it's not that difficult. It's just all in the wrist. All right, number 2, Amazon isn't the cheapest, and now even more so, you need to make sure that you're paying attention. My brother-in-law was telling me a story. He bought a table, and then he went on to Amazon. It was $79, and then he went over to Target. The same table at Target was $48. Things are about to get worse. I don't know if you noticed, but Amazon prices, they've been going up and up and up and up and up. And now some sellers, Amazon's going to be charging them a 5% fuel and inflation surcharge. Okay. Just to let you know, what's happening is that sellers will get hit with this 5%. So they're going to raise their prices to make up for the 5%. Now, other sellers who are selling maybe the same item or something like it, they're going to say, wow, we can raise our prices too. And if you don't know this going on, you'd be like, wow, why am I broke? Okay. So, like anything that you're planning to buy, be sure to shop around, compare prices, different retailers, use the browser extension Honey. We have more information about it over at commando.com. But here's a little fun fact for you. In fourth quarter profits, last year, profits for Amazon hit $14.3 billion. Okay, $14.3 billion. 1 quarter. Wouldn't that be something to make? Which is roughly double the income from the same time period from 2020. And then, of course, don't forget Amazon Prime's going up. Prime Music's going up. You know, I went to the gas station to put air in my tires the other day, and they wanted to charge me $2. And I was like, why are you charging me? I thought this was free. And the guy said, huh, that's inflation for you. Get it? Inflation. That was a really bad joke. That was bad. Okay. Number 3, another heart-healthy wearable is coming. Back in 2018, the Apple Watch Series 4 was announced. Everybody's so excited because it had the FDA-approved electrocardiogram that monitors and sends notifications if an irregular heart rhythm is detected, which could be a sign of AFib, right? Well, Google-owned Fitbit, they also have had continuous heart monitoring the past few years, but they didn't have that rhythm checking, ECG, EKG, whatever you want to call it. But things are changing. Fitbit just received FDA clearance to use an algorithm in its watches that passively checks for signs of AFib. And then their algorithm, according to Fitbit, has a 98% accuracy rating, which is huge. But here's the deal. This is not necessarily an advantage for Fitbit over the Apple Watch. If you have an Apple Watch, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, it doesn't last like 12 hours, maybe. The Fitbit lasts anywhere from 4 to 10 days on a single charge. That's right, 4 to 10 days on a single charge versus the Apple Watch. Apple, you got to get your act together, okay? I mean, 10, 12 hours on an Apple Watch, it's just not long enough. Number 4, how's your blood pressure? A future version of the Apple Watch could soon tell you, but you're going to have to wait a little bit longer. This rumor mill has been swirling around for years and years and years. We thought we were going to have it in the fall with the Apple Watch Series 7, but it didn't happen. So the expectation has shifted to the Series 8 that's set to arrive later this year. But we're not sure if it's going to happen then either. Per Bloomberg, they are saying that Apple has run into some problems during development, specifically getting accurate readings. It's a little surprising when you think about it. Maybe it's not the reading. Maybe you're just getting an alert if you are experiencing hypertension. They say that these developments are bad enough that blood pressure monitoring isn't going to show up until the Apple Watch in 2024, a couple of years from now. Now, let me tell you, I'm not a doctor, but I'm always skeptical of people that or things that are taking blood pressure because, sometimes you just have to take all this with a grain of salt. Finally, number 5. Gosh, this is just a crazy story. It is. I had to tell you about it because it's one of these stories you're going to actually want to sit down and tell your family about it. So everybody's all excited about the metaverse. The metaverse is a virtual place for all of us to go. So if we don't want to live inside the real world, is that we can go into the metaverse. And so you'll have an avatar and you'll be able to work there and have fun there and play games. And maybe you'll have NFTs, those non-fungible tokens, hanging on the wall. And so we're all going to just get rid of our physical being and then live in this meta world, this metaverse. Well, now there's a new metaverse coming out. You can live your life as a virtual bird. That's right. You don't have to be a person in this meta world. You can be a bird, not just any bird. You can be a pigeon. Hopefully you're not a pigeon living in the New York City metaverse. You fly around. You get to see other pigeons, which are avatars of real people who want to be pigeons just like you. Every single pigeon looks the same. There's no snazzy in-app pigeon clothes. There's no pigeon diamonds or watches to buy. No way for you to make your pigeon stand out. You're just another pigeon. Okay. Who dreams of these things? I mean, like a couple of nerds who have had too much tequila say, hey, I got an idea. We're going to have a pigeon metaverse. That's what we're going to have. You can't chat with other pigeons. You just coo at them, and they coo at you. That's it. I know, the suspense is killing you. I know you can't wait to download this app and be a virtual pigeon. Right now, the app is only available in Japan, but hopefully it's going to come to the United States soon. I can't wait for that. One of the other notable features, the birds in the pigeon metaverse, they don't echo at all. It has something to do with the advanced acoustics. You didn't see that one coming. I knew it. I knew it. All right, let's talk about your house and your safety and your security. What does U.S. News, PC Mag, and Popular Science, what do they all have in common? Well, they all rank Simply Safe Home Security as the best home security of 2021. And U.S. News just named Simply Safe as the best home security of 2022 as well. And here's good reason why. Simply Safe, they just protect your whole home. I'm talking about every door, every window, every room, with just the best 24/7 professional monitoring in the business. They have this comprehensive set of sensors and cameras. They have the new wireless outdoor camera security cam. And start thinking about these sensors. You can put them on your gun safe, the medicine cabinet, so if anybody opens it up, you're going to be instantly alerted. And with Simply Safe, you know exactly what's going on both inside your home and outside your home. They have the video doorbells too. At less than $1 a day, no long-term contracts, and you get 60 days risk-free. So hello, what are you waiting for? You can set up yourself in around 30 minutes, and they have live customer support. That's right, just a phone call away, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. You can customize the perfect system for your home in just a few minutes, but you have to go to this special address, simplysafekim.com. Once again, that's simplysafekim.com. If you go today, you can claim a free indoor security camera plus get 20% off with interactive monitoring. This is really something. I don't know how you live without a home security system. I really don't. I don't think I could sleep at night and my Simply Safe system wasn't turned on. Go to simplysafekim.com. Once again, that's simplysafekim.com. All right, still to come, of course, this is the second hour of the Kim Komando Show where we get to play Brand New or Not True. And this week is especially difficult. I'm just going to give you a warning right now. And coming up in just a few moments, how you can get the latest movies, shows, and audiobooks for free. Because I don't know if you've looked at your streaming service bill lately, but wow. I mean, if you thought you were going to cut the cable and you were going to save a whole bunch of money, but then you signed up for, let's see, Peacock, Disney, Hulu, Apple Plus, the list just goes on and on, doesn't it? Stars. When you want to see all these shows, is that suddenly your bill is just like getting out the roof. Well, what if I told you, and I'm going to tell you more about it, on how you can get the latest movie shows and audiobooks absolutely free. And of course, we have all of your fantastic phone calls here on The Kim Komando Show. How'd you like to hear about how I saved $456 in just 5 minutes? I used an app called Rocket Money. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that finds and cancels your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps you lower your bills all in one place. Can you remember all the free trials and all the other random subscriptions that you've signed up for? Of course you don't, and that's what they're banking on. I love that with Rocket Money, I can see all of my subscriptions in one place. Then if I see something I don't want, I just tap to cancel, and I never have to get on the phone with customer service. Rocket Money has over 5 million users and has helped save its members an average of $720 a year, with over 500 million in canceled subscriptions. Stop wasting money on things that you just don't use. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions by going to rocketmoney.com/Kim. That's rocketmoney.com/Kim. rocketmoney.com/Kim. Hey, our T-Mobile Unlimited listener line is now open at 1-888-825-5254. Once again, is the way to join us. And if you're not already getting the free Kim Komando Show newsletters, oh my gosh, what are you waiting for? Head over to komando.com/subscribe. And what's really great is that now you can pick which newsletters that you want. I consider our breaking news alerts and our tips essential. Just essential. But if you want Windows or Android, you want smart home tips, Apple tips, whatever it may be, is that now you're able to customize the newsletters. So you can only get the newsletters that you want, and you can also customize this so you only get the content that you're looking for. So we can personalize that just for you. We've done a lot of work in the background to make this happen. So head over to komando.com/subscribe. Even if you have just one newsletter from us, is that you have your own newsletter account with us. And so if you're brand new, go ahead and sign up up for the ones that you want. And if you've been getting our newsletters for a while, we want to make sure that we're only delivering you the newsletters that you actually want to read. So head over to komando.com/subscribe, and that's where you can set your preferences. And how about we start this hour with Ava in Nashville, Tennessee. Hello there, Ava.
Hi, Kim. I'm such a big fan of yours, and you're such a great teacher, and I feel like I'm a failure as a student.
No, you're not. What happened?
Oh, well, I actually figured out too late that, and thousands of dollars later, that I've been being scammed by this outfit who are claiming to be tech support. About 2.5 months ago, I was just working on my computer, and the screen went black, and this little window called Supremo came up, and this has happened now 4 times in the last 2.5 months. And the Supremo window flashes on, and then it grabs the cursor, it turns the screen black, and one time it grabbed the camera, and next thing I know, I'm looking at the inside of my living room.
Okay.
All right. So it really freaked me out.
Okay. So did you click an ad, or did you Google a tech support number, or did somebody call you? What happened?
I after the first blackout, I called my tech support, got some automated message which says, okay, we'll call you back. And immediately I got a call back from, I don't know if I'm allowed to say.
No, don't say who it is. That is okay. Well,
people are.
Yeah, but here's what I think. How much money did you lose, Ava?
$10,500.
Oh God, that hurts.
It hurts a lot. I mean, I'm, as a disabled veteran, I'm, I on a fixed income.
Oh,
this is awful. And
was it on your credit card? Was it on a credit card at all?
No, it was on a check.
Oh.
And they scanned it.
Okay.
They scanned the check from my printer.
All right. So what we need to do is make sure that they're still not in your computer. Okay. And this is something that I can't really do over the phone with you, that I want to see if I can get somebody who can walk you through this, or I can get somebody to come over to your house and do it with you in person, okay? Because I want to make sure that there's nothing else that's on your system, that they don't have their dirty little paws into your passwords. Number one, you're going to have to make sure you change all your passwords, okay? And make sure you do 2-factor authentication. I also want you to file a complaint with the Internet Crime Complaint Center. That's the FBI. It's i3c.gov. And they do look at every single case that gets sent to them, Eva. So I'm gonna point you in that direction too. But the big thing is I'm so sorry you lost so much money. That is just, it makes me sick that happened to you.
I'm sick. I feel like I've been stalked. I feel like I've been, victimized inside my own home.
You have been.
And
You absolutely have been. I mean, that's exactly what has happened, and we need to make sure that this doesn't happen to anybody else. So I'm going to do some homework. I'm going to find somebody who I can trust to either walk you through this by phone, or actually find somebody to come over to your house and make sure that we have everything all secure. And thank you for your service to our country. Now, it's an honor for me to serve you, and I'm going to make sure that we get these jerk faces. Absolutely. Hey, stay right where you are. We have Brand New or Not True coming up. How'd you like to hear about how I saved $456 in just 5 minutes? I used an app called Rocket Money. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that finds and cancels your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps you lower your bills all in one place. Can you remember all the free trials and all the other random subscriptions that you've signed up for? Of course you don't, and that's what they're banking on. I love that with Rocket Money, I can see all of my subscriptions in one place. Then if I see something I don't want, I just tap to cancel, and I never have to get on the phone with customer service. Rocket Money has over 5 million users and has helped save its members an average of $720 a year, with over 500 million in canceled subscriptions. Stop wasting money on things that you just don't use. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions by going to rocketmoney.com/Kim. That's rocketmoney.com/Kim. rocketmoney.com/Kim. Hey, it's time now for Brand New or Not True. And this week is brought to you by Total AV. For complete security across all of your devices, I trust Total AV's industry-leading antivirus security suite. But you have to go to this address. There is no lower price found anywhere on the entire internet other than protectwithkim.com. Once again, you want to go to protectwithkim.com. You get this exclusive introduction rate of only $19 for the first year. Covers up to 5 devices. You can't beat this. Protectwithkim.com. Once again, Protect with Kim. And Brand New or Not True, it's America's national radio game show sensation where you can play along at home as a home listener, home viewer, or maybe if you're getting us as a podcast. And it's up to you to decide which of the 3 products is true, because 2 are fake, 1 is real. And if you notice, I don't give out any product names because, well, some people have been known to cheat. Yes, even in their own home, they're cheating, which we don't want you to do. So once again, I come up with all these tech products because they're just crazy products when you look inside the tech industry. So remember, 2 are fake and 1 is real and Brand New or Not True. And joining us is our very special guest contestant today is Bob. And Bob is in Iowa City, Iowa. Hello there, Bob.
Hey, hi, Kim. How you doing?
Good. So you feeling smart today?
As smart as usual, which isn't saying too much.
All right. So what do you do there in Iowa?
I'm semi-retired. I do some real estate projects and do a little work for online Bible college.
And what do you do for the Bible college? What exactly?
Well, all kinds of stuff. I develop programs, mainly classes in theology and mainly classes in business.
Oh, well, that's awesome. Well, so just to remind you that if you do win, I know, you're going to get a Kim Commando Show fanny pack. I know. It's a big prize.
All right.
It is. Okay.
Cool.
Are you ready to play?
Oh, let's do it.
Okay. Product number 1. When the pandemic hit, we were suddenly all became aware of what, Bob? Germs, right? Nasty germs,
Sure,
germs all around us. Well, welcome to the
Yeah.
world's first next generation disinfectant. No UV lights for us. It's a triple transducer. It offers more powerful cleaning at a microscopic level than compared with ultrasonic cleaners. So from your veggies to your phone case, not your phone though, this baby just works. You put your item in the water, and then there's a small triple transducer. In a few minutes, all the germs and bacteria, the dirt, just gone to the bottom of the bowl. 75,000 sound waves impacting per second. They say it eliminates 99% of all the dirt, particles, bacteria on the items. But it's not going to help your pizza. You know why, Bob? Because what do you call it when someone spreads germs all over your pizza? Do you know what they call that?
What?
Little sneezers. All right, sorry. $189. Okay, product number 2. It's happened to me, and I'm sure it's happened to you, Bob. You're asleep in bed, then you hear this strange noise, right? You don't want to get up and put yourself in danger. What if it's some crazy burglar? So now what you can do is send the world's first intelligent security robot with advanced sensors and AI algorithms. You give the robot on wheels paths throughout your home using the app, and afterwards, it can independently navigate and drops itself right in the charger when it needs it. Now, when you see something on your phone, you get an alert. It has night vision. And the robot has 2-way radio, so as it's going around the house, you can say, "Hey, who are you? I'm calling the cops." But the robot has an attack mode. That's right. It will spin around in circles. A laser comes out and shoots in all directions. It's stunning. $199. Finally, product number 3. You can't carry a robot around with you, but you can carry pepper spray. We've all seen pepper spray, but now we have the number 1, the world's first smart pepper spray. So it's a pepper spray that is attached to your phone using Bluetooth. And so when you use the pepper spray, it will send out text alerts and continuous tracking to people on your emergency contact list. It has optional professional monitoring. The spray gets 25 bursts. It's refillable. It's rechargeable. It has a finger grip. It has a key ring. It's a smart pepper spray. Now, some people bring pepper spray for self-protection. Others may carry a gun. I bring Goo Gone for sticky situations. $49.99. All right, so you got these 3 great products here, Bob. You've got, number 1 is the triple transducer to eliminate germs. Number 2 is the robot security that is going to tell you and get the crazy burglars out of your house. And number 3, you have the smart pepper spray. So which of the 3 products is the real product?
Wow, Kim, the security robot, I've seen actual videos of that. Military has that. And the pepper spray, I do hike in the mountains, so that would be kind of interesting for bears. But I guess I will go with the security robot.
The security robot. Okay. Bob and I was going with the security robot. What do our panel of judges say?
The Smart Pepper Spray connects via Bluetooth to the free Sabre personal safety app.
It's actually a great idea, isn't it?
Contacts loaded into the app.
Yeah, check it out for mountain hikes.
Okay,
for bears.
So let me get this straight. So you're going hiking and there's bears?
Yeah, I'm from Colorado and I have relatives in Colorado. So when I go there, I like to hike up in the mountains and there's not a whole lot of bears around, but I have seen some on occasion, luckily from a distance.
Yeah. Now, I don't know this. So what are you supposed to do if there's a bear?
Well, the best thing is to have some pepper spray around, and they're fast, so you really can't outrun them. You can try climbing a tree if there's a tree around, and they can climb, but if you're up there and you're kicking them in the face, they kind of usually don't want to waste the effort. So,
well, that's good. You know what? I had a bear once. Well, I'll tell you what happened. Is I was in Yellowstone, and I was teaching my son Ian how to skip rocks.
Yeah.
Okay, just like a little mother-son bonding moment. And
sure.
And there was a hill there. We were down by the creek, and so I hear people like screaming something, and I can't really make them out. And then Ian says to me, he goes, "What are they saying?" I said, "I don't know." And he says, "No, I think they're saying something." And then all of a sudden, I heard bear. Okay.
Oh.
Okay. So I grabbed Ian like a football, and then ran up the hill. And then I saw it. It was a big bear, and they said it was on its back legs with its claws up in the air.
Oh my gosh!
And so, but I'm really glad that I didn't turn around and see it, because I think I probably would have been in shock. I didn't turn around. I just grabbed my son and said, "Okay, up the hill we go." Okay,
great, yeah.
So,
man.
I was not being bear aware, so to speak. All right.
Yeah.
So, what's on your mind? How can I help you out?
Well, this is kind of weird, but I was doing taxes a couple of weeks ago and downloading income tax forms from irs.gov, which I've done for 10, 20 years.
Sure.
And after I downloaded 10 or 15, and every once in a while I'd open one to make sure I got the right one. And the last two, I opened one of the last two, and I couldn't open it. And on my computer desktop, when I download them, it has a red PDF on the file. And I looked at the file, and the red PDF was gone, and there was a black symbol, which I found out was like the logo of a company.
Right.
And I couldn't open it, and it said something to the effect that I needed an on-demand component to open the file. And then it had a little thing on the side. It said NCH software, and it said you have to press this button and we'll install Doxalon, which will open your file.
Okay.
And so I did not install it, thank God. But I Googled the NCH and the Doxalon, and it had all kinds of bad news. It's like malware. It's horrible stuff.
Well, you know what? The company had a bad reputation for years.
Yeah.
Because when you do a download, they also had these drive-by downloads too, that they would put in like junk into your browser. They redirect your searches and your news and stuff.
Yeah.
So now, supposedly they cleaned their act up. I don't know if they did or not, but it becomes a bit of a nightmare to get this off your system once you have it. So that's where you need to come up with a third-party installer. It's not malware. It's not a virus. It's just a bad piece of software. Okay.
Yeah, it's horrible.
And so so what you want to use is something like Revo Uninstaller. I've used that myself for years. It's what John and Jeremy, our IT geniuses, they recommend too. So let me put some links together for you so that this way you can get it.
Great.
You can get it off your system because that's
wonderful.
We don't need that. And just because you're such a great guy, I'm going to give you a Kim Commando Show fanny pack just for playing.
Oh, thanks.
Yes.
All right. Appreciate it.
Okay, so when you're
I can use that when I'm hiking.
I was just
going to
say that.
Put my mace in.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. I was just going to say that when you're hiking around, you can go ahead and tell everybody, "Hey, I was on a national radio show. I played Brand New or Not True." And they'll say, "Oh, so you're Bob from Iowa?" "Yes, that's me. Do you want my autograph?" And they'll say, "Nah, you're not that famous." Bob, thanks for your call today. We'll put some links over inside the Commando community. It's time now to do our digital life hacks, and this week is brought to you by ExpressVPN. Using the internet without ExpressVPN is like having a first aid kit but not keeping it stocked up. You think you're safe, but you're not being as practical as you think. Now, every time you connect to an unencrypted network, say at an airport, cafe, a hotel, any hacker on that network can gain access to your personal data. It doesn't take a lot of technical know-how. I mean, the tools are available online. A smart 12-year-old kid can do it, and your data is valuable. Hackers make thousands selling your personal information on the dark web. So to protect my internet privacy, I use ExpressVPN. ExpressVPN creates a secure encrypted tunnel between your device and the internet. It would take a supercomputer 1 billion years to get past ExpressVPN's encryption. And it works on all your devices, your phones, your laptops, your tablets, and more, so you can stay secure on the go. Go to expressvpn.com/Kim. You get extra 3 months of ExpressVPN absolutely free. That's expressvpn.com/Kim, expressvpn.com/Kim. All right, this week's digital life hack you're definitely want to check out. I can't go through all 10 ways that you're trying to save money, but you're actually wasting money here on the air. But like, for example, you're buying the cheapest charging cables you can find. We're going to tell you how to get low-priced alternatives but not get taken. Maybe you forget when the trial period of your streaming service runs out. What can you do about it? Set yourself a reminder, which, speaking of, maybe you're signing up for too many streaming services. That would be me. You're paying for apps that you don't need to, that you don't use. And also you're paying for things like Microsoft Office and Photoshop. You can get that for free. And also impulse buying, paying with a debit card is also a big mistake. What a lot of folks are now doing is that on Amazon, because they make it so easy, put the stuff in your cart, wait 24 hours, see if you still need it, and then buy it. You can find links to all 10 of these over at commando.com. That's Komando.com. And when you're there, hit the link at the top that says Kim Show for everything that you need to know that I just mentioned. And still to come this hour, we have more of your phone calls and how you could end up in a porno video and not even know it here on the Kim Commando Show. How'd you like to hear about how I saved $456 in just 5 minutes? I used an app called Rocket Money. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that finds and cancels your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps you lower your bills all in one place. Can you remember all the free trials and all the other random subscriptions that you've signed up for? Of course you don't, and that's what they're banking on. I love that with Rocket Money, I can see all of my subscriptions in one place. Then if I see something I don't want, I just tap to cancel, and I never have to get on the phone with customer service. Rocket Money has over 5 million users and has helped save its members an average of $720 a year, with over 500 million in canceled subscriptions. Stop wasting money on things that you just don't use. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions by going to rocketmoney.com/Kim. That's rocketmoney.com/Kim. rocketmoney.com/Kim. Hey, this portion of the show has been brought to you by iDrive. I always stress the importance of regular data backups, and iDrive's cloud-based backup solution is just the best in the business. Head over to iDrive.com, use promo code Kim to save 90% off the first year. That's iDrive.com, promo code Kim. All right, I know you're listening to the radio, but let's just talk for just a moment about podcasts. Because we put together these fabulous podcasts. I mean, they really are good. I mean, in my humble opinion, of course. We have Tech Refresh. That's your weekly fun show, as I like to say, about all things digital. And Allie's on board, and Ben and Matt. And we talk about, the fun stuff, the news. We give you tips. Matt tells us what's trending online. And you really should check it out. So wherever you get your podcast, make sure that you get Tech Refresh. And then we also have Kim Commando Today. That's every day of the week now, Monday through Friday is Kim Commando Today. And then we have the Daily Tech Updates and our Digital Life Hacks. So the bottom line here, wherever you get your podcasts, just search for commando.com. Just search for Commando with a K, of course. Back to the phones we go with Mike in Des Moines, Iowa. Hi there, Mike.
Hi, Kim. How are you today?
I'm fabulous. What's going on?
Well, actually, I'm new to stock trading, and my question for you was, what can you do to protect yourself from hackers?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good question, right? I mean, I don't want anybody in my
Right.
don't want anybody in my account. First of all,
Right.
decent passwords, right?
Right.
VPN. Make sure you have all
Right.
the system updates. Then you take it one step further. But you know about two-factor authentication, right?
No, I guess I'm not familiar with
Okay.
that.
What happens is on your trading accounts, you're going to set up something called 2FA, two-factor authentication. So if anybody tries to change your email address or your password, you're going to get a special 6-digit on your phone number as a text message. So the whole idea is that who's ever trying to hack into your account, that they won't have your phone accordingly. They won't have your phone, right? So, but the
Right.
problem is with just using that is that if you lose your phone, well, then you just, if they do two-factor authentication to get that text message, is that now they have access to all your accounts. So what you can do on your stock trading accounts is that under two-factor authentication, you're going to use something called the Google Authenticator app. And what that is an app that has more levels of protection so that if somebody does get your phone, that they won't be able to get into your accounts. And you can select that normally under the preferences. But it gets kind of step-by-steppy. So what I can do is write all this up for you, because it's hard to give out steps
Okay,
on the
that'd be
radio.
awesome.
Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying, Mike. It's like, okay, go here, go
Right.
here, go here. It's like, okay, missed that one. So let me write all this up for you, because it's a great question. Maybe we'll even make that our security tip next week, is about how to really lock down your accounts to make them really hard to get into, make them really robust. And Mike, thank you so much for your call, and thanks for understanding that sometimes we just can't give out the steps, but I will definitely write it up. Make sure that you get our tips newsletters. If you don't already get that, head over to commando.com and you can sign up right there at the top of the homepage. All right, there's a scam you should know about. It starts with a DM, a direct message on your social media account asking if you have a video call. If you accept the call, you could end up in a porn video. What? Yes, it's a frightening twist in deep fakes. And in the scam, when you accept the video call, the shysters capture your face so that they can put it on somebody else's body. Usually that someone ends up on a porn site. Then they threaten to share that porn video that you didn't make. It's terrible, isn't it? But it's sure like you did. And then all your family members and friends and coworkers, they say they're going to share it with them unless you pay up. And usually you have to do it within 15 minutes. So unlike many other scams, this video will really be shared with whoever they can share it. So the bottom line here is never accept a video call with a complete stranger. And you want to stay right where you are. We have another jam-packed hour coming up that you don't want to miss here on the West Star Multimedia Network. Hey, thanks for listening to Kim Commando Today. So reach over and give me a nice 5-star review. Yes, thank you. And thanks for listening.
Tax day is coming.
Oh, no.
But if you sign up for Robinhood Gold's IRA with a 3% match, you can get up to $195 for the 2023 tax year.
Oh, yeah.
Sign up at Robinhood.com/boost by tax day to get the biggest contribution match on the market. Subscription fees apply.
Investing involves risk. 3% match requires gold for 1 year from first match. Must keep IRA for 5 years. Robinhood Financial, LLC, member SIPC.